He said, I hear you're doing a screening of the Muppets over at Georgetown later. And I said, you should come, Mr. President. There'll be free snacks.
So now it's time for the final segment of the show. It's
Cool.
called a laughing round. It's like a lightning round, but because it's a comedy podcast, I call it the laughing round.
Okay. Have I been funny enough for a comedy podcast?
I think you've been funny enough for this comedy podcast.
Okay, great.
We'll
Great.
see. We'll see
Okay.
what my producer says.
Okay, great.
This is it's my show.
Yes. Oh, you get to do what you want.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. There we go. We just added a laugh.
What do you remember from your week hosting SNL?
Oh, man. Okay, so now we're talking. So this was the best weekend of my life because I think on Friday night, I did David Letterman for the first time. I'd never done David Letterman. This is a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, I hosted SNL with the Muppets. And then Sunday, we took a train to Washington, D.C., to the White House, where I showed Barack and Michelle Obama Muppets with a group of veterans. It's like the craziest 3 days of a young man's life. So I was waiting. You're waiting in this room. You're waiting in this room in the White House. And then all of a sudden, you feel Barack Obama's coming. No one has to say anything. You just know. He's coming in. So he walks into the room and he sees me and he puts his arms out, and he says, hey, I love you, man. Because I had made a movie called I Love You, Man. And I froze up. I'd also been up all night the night before hosting SNL. And I said, I love you too, Mr. President. and then he said, I hear you're doing a screening of the Muppets over at Georgetown later. And I said, you should come, Mr. President. There'll be free snacks. And then he said, because that's what's missing in my life, free snacks. And he left the room. I think about it all the time, and I sweat profusely.
It's wonderful. And for how much people talk about SNL and 50th anniversary, it's that was sort of the entree point to my Barack Obama story.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for an aspiring actor, writer, comedian?
I think it's important to celebrate every step because if you keep moving the goalpost, you're never going to get there. So a great audition, celebrate. You write the end on a script you're writing, celebrate. That I try to keep that in mind. If you keep waiting for what's opening weekend, do we get nominated? Did it do well? You're going to miss it. Don't miss it. That's the key for me.
Can you think of a joke, a scene, or a moment that didn't work for one reason or the other for other people, but you will go to your grave being like, that was funny and everyone was wrong?
Yeah, I wrote with two of my really good friends, Bart Nickerson and Ashley Lyle, a script for Space Ghost, the movie, live action Space Ghost, that for all sorts of reasons didn't end up getting made, but it's one of my favorite things that I've ever written with them. The basic arc of it was that, so Space Ghost in real life has had 3 iterations. There was the 1960s Space Ghost where he was as famous as Batman for a brief little moment in that old spandex superhero era. Then he got brought back as an ironic talk show host, as we all remember, our generation. Then in this modern superhero era, they tried to bring him back as grizzled Space Ghost, right? There's a limited run of comics. So we wrote a script that was the arc that he started. He was the superhero who got left behind, became kind of a washed up talk show host. And then because of some shit that happens, all of the other superheroes are off planet when there's an on-world thing, and he has to rise from the ashes and step into his own manhood. Yeah. It's classic Jason Segel.
Yes. What was your best day ever on set?
There was a speech that Harrison Ford gives at the end of season 2. It's the best acting I've ever seen in person. Where I thought to myself, this is the luckiest you'll ever be. Don't forget this moment. You're watching an idol, one of the greats, bare his guts on screen in front of you in an environment where equals